Hello, fight fans. Today we are stepping into the ring, where fists meet fury. That's right, it's the showdown of giants. Tyson Fury steps into against MMA powerhouse Francis Ngannou. Who's your money on? Fury or Francis? Before we start, hit that subscribe button hard and ring the bell. Before we jump into the Fury versus Ngannou matchup, let's quickly highlight Tyson Fury's impressive boxing career. Born on August 12, 1988 in the UK, Fury has achieved remarkable success in the heavyweight division. In 2020, he secured the WBC heavyweight title. From 2015 to 2016, he held the unified heavyweight titles, and he's a two-time holder of the Ring Magazine title between 2015 and 2022. Additionally, he once held the IBO title during his earlier reign as champion. Now, let's shift our focus to Francis Ngannou. Born on September 5, 1986 in Cameroon, Francis is a Cameroonian-French professional mixed martial artist and professional boxer. He's currently signed to the Professional Fighters League, PFL. Before joining the PFL, Ngannou made a significant impact in the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, as a dominant force in the heavyweight division. At one point, he held the prestigious UFC Heavyweight Championship title, showcasing his incredible skill and power in the octagon. The anticipation for this epic clash began long before the official announcement. It all started about 15 months ago, when both Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou publicly hinted at the possibility of a showdown in the ring.
ESPN, is this your next fight? I'm the boxing heavyweight champion, UFC heavyweight champion. He's in great shape, look at the muscles on him.
And we're gonna find out who is the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Good man, Francis!
Both fighters tipped the scales at a whopping 270 pounds. It's a collision of two giants, promising an explosive fight that fans around the world have been eagerly waiting for. Simply put, Tyson Fury presents a lot of challenges in a boxing ring. At 6'9" with an 85-inch reach, he could elect to stay on the outside behind a jab and make it nearly impossible for foes to get close to him with anything resembling damaging blows while landing impactful power shots of his own in combination. But he's a fighter too, and in the instances where he wants to show that side of his personality, in his second bout with Deontay Wilder, for example, he weaponizes his size, marching forward and battering foes into submission on the front foot. Analyzing Ngannou's boxing skills is difficult because MMA is such a different animal, but while he does fight from a traditional right-handed stance, he does work effectively with the left hand, particularly with uppercuts. He switches stances from time to time during stand-up sequences and frequently punches in combination rather than relying on single shots. He fights aggressively and closes distance well while staying busy with punches. Still, the reality is inarguable. When matched with his smoothest boxing UFC foe in Cyril Gane, Ngannou was competitively neutralized through 2 rounds on his feet before getting the fight to the ground, with 4 takedowns and spending nearly 8 of the final 15 minutes in top control. Ask fans, ask trainers, heck, ask Fury and Ngannou themselves. There's an excellent chance all will tell you that the only chance Ngannou has to adequately compete in, let alone win a boxing match with Fury, is to land his best punch. His left uppercut KO of Alistair Overeem at UFC 218 remains the stuff of YouTube legend even 6 years later. His punches are equivalent to 96 horsepower, White said. That's equal to getting hit by a Ford Escort going as fast as it can, and it's more powerful than a 12-pound sledgehammer from full force overhead. Holy s***. Fury has been knocked down 6 times with 10-ounce boxing gloves, much larger than the 4-ouncers Ngannou has worn in MMA, but he's always gotten up. Most recently, he was dropped twice each in 2 of 3 bouts with Deontay Wilder, rising twice to salvage a draw in their first meeting in 2018, and twice more before KOing Wilder in round 11 in 2021. Wilder, who's KO'd every foe other than Fury, stands 6'7" and weighed 238 pounds in their third fight. Whether Ngannou's power carries over into larger gloves and, more importantly, whether he can land his damaging blows will determine his competitive fate. At 6'4" and somewhere near 260 pounds, Ngannou possesses a powerfully muscular frame that's up there with the best of the WWE or the NFL. And considering he's stopped 12 of 17 foes, all professional MMA fighters, inside of 2 full rounds, he's not to be trifled with. But until this event is retooled as a pose down or a power slap, he's out of his element. Fury has handled foes Ngannou's size and larger with relative ease in the ring, and without the threat of being taken to the floor like Gane was, it's about impossible to believe he's got anything serious to worry about unless he's struck with the perfect blow. So, unless he's willing to ham things up for spectacle's sake, it's probably not pretty. Forget the odds, which will presumably lean way in Fury's favor when the DraftKings lines are made official, and simply ponder your reaction if the Briton were to be KO'd. Remember, he's a 2-time champ who's never lost as a pro, avenged a draw with 2 KO wins, and has beaten men with more ring chops than Ngannou will ever possess. So assuming this thing is more legit competition than pre-scripted WWE nonsense, an actual Fury loss would mean the laughter from the Boxing is Dead crowd would be deafening, and the scars incurred by the ring's reigning heavyweight king might be permanent. Though some would dismiss it as a fluke or rationalize by suggesting Fury didn't take it seriously, it'd be hard to come up with anything that'd override the casual fan's image of the era's best big man losing to a guy in his first fight. But don't worry, Tyson, no pressure. And here's the latest bombshell in the Fury versus Ngannou showdown. None other than the legendary Mike Tyson will be stepping into the training corner of Francis Ngannou. This iconic boxer will be right there in the former UFC champion's corner. The Fury versus Ngannou bout draws comparisons to the 2017 Mayweather versus McGregor fight. In both cases, we have an elite boxer taking on an MMA fighter with limited boxing experience. While McGregor was initially seen as having little chance against Mayweather, the spectacle generated immense excitement. Now, Fury versus Ngannou follows a similar pattern, piquing interest worldwide. The unpredictability of these matchups is what makes them so compelling. With the Fury versus Ngannou fight drawing closer, it's time for some speculation. Tyson Fury, with his boxing expertise, is undoubtedly the favorite in this matchup. However, Francis Ngannou's explosive power and determination could make this fight more competitive than some expect. Now, I want to hear from you, our viewers. What are your predictions for this epic showdown? Do you think Fury's boxing skills will prevail, or could Ngannou's raw power be a game changer? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons.